watching the News Hour at 9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On the second debate tonight, I would like to highlight the totally silly and frivolous and casual politicking of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. It's important that I highlight this on the show tonight. For the longest time, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has gone about this Chaukidar Chor Hai taunt till the Supreme Court schooled him about judicial observations and its interpretations. He is still making court appearances in this absurd reference in public rallies about the country's Prime Minister, and at any moment can invite another case upon himself with his utterances. So before I contextualize this debate, let me quickly summarize some of the latest tweets and political commentary that he seems to be obsessed with. His favorite line these days is "Hum do, hamare do," a popular slogan used for population control in Indira Gandhi's times, turned into a slogan to attack the Modi government, alluding to the fact that Adani and Ambani are the chosen cronies of the Modi government. Well, politically, this may sound very, very salacious to the imagination of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. His loyalists may lap it up. But beyond all of this, he must understand that there is a reality that persists when the real business takes place. Now, let's draw the attention to a very recent development in Mumbai. I'm not just drawing the attention of the viewer, I'm also drawing the attention of Mr. Rahul Gandhi to this fact. Now, Adani Group yesterday announced to the world that it will take over the management of the upcoming Mumbai International Airport, which was approved not just by the Modi government at the center, but the state's own development council, which passed a board resolution, and the government of Maharashtra, which approved that decision in a cabinet meeting. So here are some questions for you, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Why did the state cabinet, which your party is a part of, approve this deal if you have so many problems with it? If you can accuse Mr. Adani or the Adani Group of being cronies of the central government, why did your party approve such a huge deal? Why did you, in fact, accuse your own alliance and alliance partners of cronyism now that this deal has been approved? And I also want to ask you, Mr. Adani's group had made its position very clear, had it doubled its wealth by 2011, and that was during the Congress regime. Why is he accusing the Modi government of the same? That's the question, and that's the debate for Mr. Rahul Gandhi coming up on the other side. And that is the question that we're asking tonight. Listen in to what the opposition had to say.
जब ये कानून लागू होंगे तो जो इस देश के किसान हैं, इस देश के मजदूर हैं, छोटे व्यापारी हैं, इनका धंधा बंद हो जाएगा। इनमें से किसानों की खेत चली जाएगी, किसान को सही दाम नहीं मिलेगा, छोटे दुकानदारों की दुकान बंद हो जाएगी, और सिर्फ दो लोग, हम दो और हमारे दो इस देश को चलाएंगे।
Now, what major role Maha Vikas Aghadi has to play in that? This airport itself is with the central government. Central government, whichever way they thought, they took it over from JVK and gave it to Adani. I don't think so. The Maha Vikas Aghadi had a major role to play in this. And definitely someone has to understand here the sitting CM is not of Congress. Second, it is very important to know whatever the transaction happened, it is just because of the central government. No major role has been played by the state government over there.
सच्चाई तो ये है कि महाराष्ट्र की सरकार ने जो अलग अलग अनुमति लगती है वह देने का काम ये तीन दलों ने किया है। इस सच्चाई को छुपाकर वे किसी अन्य दल की ओर आरोप करे, कटाक्ष करे, ये पूरी तरह से दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है।
So the legitimate question on the news are tonight: is Rahul Gandhi's "Hum Do Hamare Do" charge completely frivolous? That's the question and the debate. Rahul Adani self-goal. The debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me on this debate is Ishkaran Bhandari, who joins this debate. Ishkaran Bhandari, I want to ask you. राहुल गांधी के तो रोज नए नए सेल्फ गोल होते हैं. कभी चौकीदार चोर है, then the Supreme Court reprimands him, then he has to give an apology. Then on the issue of Sabrimala temple, he says women should go in. What does the Kerala Congress say? Arey bhai nahi, women not allowed, not allowed. And he's a member of parliament from Kerala. Another self goal. You know, he just continues. On vaccinations, he kept saying that the center is trying to control everything. The center should decentralize vaccine procurement. What happened a few months later? Again, everybody came crying and said, "Humse nahi ho raha bhai, Wapas center should take it over." I want to ask you, is this a question of just self-goals? Is this a question of only political posturing? Or should we take this issue rather seriously? If we were to listen to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, then, you know, no reforms in land laws, no reforms in agricultural laws, no reforms as far as industry is concerned. All of us should take a laltain, go and sit in the fields and just eat what we grow, and no other diversification. Industry can be stopped in this country and we will all 135 crore people live happily ever after, and Rahul Gandhi will sit there in the fields with us and give us lectures. Is that the India Mr. Rahul Gandhi wants?
Navika, I would take it very seriously, because not everybody in India is fortunate enough to be 50-year-old, have a luxurious lifestyle all over the world, travel all over the world, wear the best of clothes, without anybody much understanding what is the profession that you follow, in which you earn so much that you have this lifestyle. Very few people are lucky like that. Others have to work very hard. You work very hard. Everybody else on this panel probably works very hard to have even a decent lifestyle. That is the reality. And when they talk about Adani, your program, I was seeing, you have shown how many Congress governments have given tenders, contracts to Adani, a self-made first-generation businessman. But the problem is bigger. The problem is you want to create a narrative anti-business, as you said, so that everybody sits in field, and then you say there are no jobs in India because the government is unable to provide jobs. Private enterprise you will want to destroy, so they cannot provide jobs, and then you hope you can win an election by saying there is unemployment in India. That is a very devious plan. The second person who's not being named today, Mr. Ambani, was the richest man in India before BJP ever had a prime minister of its own. So that is the second person who's attacked, and that is also throughout under Congress governments, he was already the richest man in India. So these people need to wake up. The country has realized these nefarious plans where you put the country into poverty while you have a lifestyle which is not only 5-star, it's a 7-star, which others can only aspire to.
That means employment should not be given to the people of India.
While cost of living
are you saying that?
Has had its end.
Are you saying that?
That is why they have been reduced to political
The Bharatiya Janata Party promised 2 crore jobs every year.
I am
what
asking a simple question. Please tell me what
throw
Mr.
some light on that as well.
Every day, not one of the richest men in India before 1996.
Whole BJP government gave to power. Is Mr. Adani not having contracts in Congress-ruled states given by Congress ministers? So why do you do this farce of an attack? Please stop that.
And after the Bharatiya Janata Party came into power, the Adani group shot up like hell. We all know. Even a 5-year kid knows in India.
So then why do you keep attacking him?
What favors the Bharatiya Janata Party?
They should know. No, what is wrong? What is wrong, Mr. Vivek Silas? Mr. Vivek Silas, that if every child in India knows that these are the big companies of India, what is wrong in that? These big companies have become big, they have multiplied their wealth, and wealth is a good thing because unless somebody makes wealth, it cannot be distributed in the rest of the country to the rest of the people through taxes, etc. Unless, wealth is created. Wealth creation, I think, should be held in high esteem in any country. Why, Sujata Paul, is wealth creation such a bad word in this country? I want to ask you some very simple questions. Tatas, Birlas used to exist right from the time, India got independence and were big names. And then to this list were added many other names. There are names of the Ambanis, there are names of the Adanis, there are names of the Jindals, there are names of the Bhushans, there are names of the Malyas. The question is, are they doing good business? Are they creating wealth? Are they creating jobs? Are they following the law of the land? Are they actually using the rule book to follow? Now, in this case, it seems all the rules have been followed. The CIDCO has given a clearance. The cabinet of Maharashtra government has given a clearance. Now they take over. Would you rather want a foreign company comes and buys up GVK, which originally owned this airport, an airport, where I know top leaders of the Congress party went for the Bhumi Pujan when it was set up? Why would you have a problem with an Indian taking over, pulling out a group that was, full of debt, and the debt numbers are there on the screen, 5,000, 6,000 crores. They would not have been able to run it, and instead of a foreign company taking over, an Indian company has taken over. Where is the problem? What is the problem that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has with Indian companies making it big, creating wealth and creating jobs?
Well, that is because there is an outrage against certain people who have been promoted by this government. How come? It is during the pandemic that Mr. Adani's companies rose to number 2 position in the entire Asia. He came in the list of the richest people, richest 20 people in the Forbes list, and this was during the pandemic. So the point is there nobody else in the country? Isn't it this government which is selectively giving all contracts to them? That is the problem. So the larger question goes much beyond than just one particular airport and the running of.
So, madam, the cases were in the courts. The cases were in the courts. You have a problem with this company getting something, go to the court. And if the court decides that it is unfair, the court will take a call. राहुल गांधी का क्या लोकल स्टैंड है, मुझे ये समझा दीजिए ना. अगर अडानी ग्रुप नहीं होता और कोई होता, डू यू वांट चाइना फाउंडेशन जो राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को फंड्स दे रही है, शुड दे कम एंड टेक ओवर आवर एयरपोर्ट्स? Do you want that? Is that a better option, Ishkaran Bhandari, that China should take over, the largest airport, the Mumbai airport?
Communist Party ke saath jo
let me answer this. Navika.
Problem is,
if anybody, Navika, can I answer this? It's a question to me. Can I answer this? Jyotaji, it's a question to me if I can answer that. Navika, by the very nature of a business like airports, there will be very few Indian players in it because it's a heavy investment specialized in the field. So you would by default have very few players in an industry like this. And not only India, across the world you will have very few players in select countries. That is the nature of the business. But my question, if I can ask a simple question, if you can answer that. The 2 people attacked every day. I have a simple question. When did Mr. Ambani become rich? Please tell me what was the crony capitalism of Congress? Because you attack him daily. Somebody who's one of the highest provider of employment in India, you attack him daily. So please answer the question. Did Modi make Ambani? Did Vajpayee make Ambani? Who made Ambani?
I want to get in Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, we lost you for a minute. I want to ask you, Sanju Verma. Mr. Rahul Gandhi every day, taunts this government on the problem of the GDP growth. Now, I want to ask you that if there was no industry, if there were no big Indian groups, if there was no wealth creation, if Indian companies did not progress the way they are progressing today, would the GDP grow by the amount that Mr. Rahul Gandhi wants it to grow? You know, are they living in some paradise where they think that sirf kheti badi karni chahiye? I am not getting the sense. Why is wealth creation a bad thing? Because the world over, wealth creation is the only way that you can ensure progress for the entire population, because somebody will make wealth, people will work there, and that is how the chain of distribution begins.
Navika,
what's Mr. Gandhi's problem? I'm not able to understand, Sanju Verma.
Navika, can I not be disturbed? I've been waiting patiently for my turn. Yeah.
Sujata Paul, 1 minute, Sujata Paul, you made your intervention. Allow Sanju ji to complete her statement and I'll come back to you.
Navika, I think your question is excellent and your question has answers already in what you asked me. I just want to tell you one thing, that ये जो बार-बार बोल रहे हैं कि do you know something? Apart from the Mumbai International Airport, in which today Adani has a 74% stake, after he took over the 50.5% stake of GVK and another 23.5% stake of two South African investors. Apart from that, today the Adani Group will also control the Navi Mumbai Airport. You will be surprised to know, Navika, that the foundation stone of Navi Mumbai Airport was laid way back, 24 years back in 1997. And in the last 24 years, for the longest time in Maharashtra, the Congress has been in power. Originally, the Navi Mumbai Airport was supposed to start at a cost of only 2,000 crores. Today, the Navi Mumbai Airport will get completed only at a cost of 70,000 crores plus. More than 8 times the cost has gone up in 24 years thanks to an incompetent Congress. And I would like to quote the late Arun Jaitley, who said of Rahul Gandhi, he is a compulsive liar and a compulsive contrarian. Now, point number two. Navika, can I please finish without being interrupted? Navika, can I please finish without being interrupted by professional heckler? When an airport contract is given, it is done via competitive bidding. It is done via competitive bidding through an e-portal. When this contract was originally given to the GVK Group, 25 bids were received from 32 companies. 86 registrations were received. It was then that the Modi government decided to award the contract to the Adani Group. Let me tell you, Veerappa Moily, the Congress Union Environment Minister in 2013-14, gave approval to set up a power plant by the Adanis in Maharashtra and Rajasthan.
Sujata Paul ji, you are extremely agitated. Allow me. I have some medicines, some capsules to take care of your agitation. Let me give you capsule number 1. Ashok Gehlot, I think he's a Congress Chief Minister. I'm coming to you. 1 minute, I'm coming to you. Ashok Gehlot, I think a Congress Chief Minister, approved a 10,000 megawatt solar power plant, 50,000 crore proposal by Adani Green Energy Limited. I think he's part of the Congress, Ashok Gehlot. I don't know. I don't think he's left. I think it is Mr. Sachin Pilot who's trying to leave, but Mr. Ashok Gehlot is still in the Congress. Karnataka's Mr. Siddaramaiah, I think he's still in the Congress. August 2014, Adani Power also bought Udupi power plant for 6,000 crore. I'm sure Congress would have done this through the proper channel and the proper route. Kerala, Oomen Chandy, 2015, they invited the Adanis to come and invest in their ports in Kerala. So I want to ask you, Sujata Paul, आप करें तो रामलीला, बीजेपी करे तो कैरेक्टर ढीला, ये कहां से बात बना? ये कहां से होता है?
नविका जी, मैंने तो शुरुआत में कहा था कि हर एक को अधिकार है. I said it in the beginning, but what I'm saying is that there is outrage because of the manner in which the government is promoting them. Of course, if they have the money and they
what is wrong with the man? I want to ask you, has it gone through the legal process or not? The manner is, who does the manner have to suit? Rahul Gandhi or the courts of India? If the courts of India are okay with it, what is Rahul Gandhi's problem? मुझे ये समझाइए ना संजू जी, what is the problem?
नहीं, राहुल गांधी की प्रॉब्लम मुझसे ही पूछिए ना. राहुल गांधी की कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं. आपने तो कह दिया कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उन्हें रिप्रिमांड इसलिए किया क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Mr. Rahul Gandhi is really the barometer to decide which business is right, which is wrong, especially after the track record of the way loans were given to the Modis, the Choksis and the Malyas. Questions can be raised about it. However, if these deals are all right and they have gone through the legal tests in the Supreme Court and other courts of the country, then why has industrialization, why has wealth creation, why has economic activity become a bad word in this country? Can we really afford it as a country? We've seen the price this country has had to pay with low economic growth in the COVID period. Can we really afford to have confrontations and controversies of this kind at a time when India is looking for investments, not just from within India, but even from outside? It's a question that needs to go through the Congress's mind. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night, take care, be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.